Hi, I'm Neil. A few years ago I wrote a wonderful book called Conversations with God. I want to say it was a book that was given to me in an extraordinary process. And in that process I brought through some unbelievable, almost revolutionary ideas. At least unbelievable to me at first until I got comfortable with them. And when I got very comfortable with those ideas, I realized these ideas could really make a difference in my life. Beyond that, if embraced by a lot of people, these ideas could, dare I say it, change the world. And I began to imagine what would happen if we could take these extraordinary ideas and teach them to children at a very young age, even from the age of 1, with age-appropriate teaching techniques, right up through the age of 19. What if we had a school that could actually teach the core concepts of Conversations with God? I identified 25 particular ideas in the 3,000 pages of the Conversations with God dialogue. And then I pulled together a team of wonderful people who agreed to work hard with me to create the School of the New Spirituality and the CwG4Kids program. That program is now being launched on a global basis. It involves wonderful lessons that you can subscribe to every month, and many other kinds of materials that you can obtain for your children. Anywhere, indeed, from the age of 1 right up through the teenage years. I'm very, very excited about this program because it gives us a chance at last to place before young people the ideas that have touched the lives of millions around the world. May I say something to you very personally? I asked God, what do we need to make this a better world? I know that's almost a hackneyed, very trite question, but I asked it anyway. And God said, education, education, education. If these messages that I've brought to you, God said, have meant anything to you, imagine what they could be if they were given to children at an age when they're able to embrace them and use them to create a new future and a new way of living on this planet. And that's where you come in. If the ideas and Conversations with God have touched you in any positive way at all, if you're like so many parents who have written to me and said to me, how could I share these messages with my children? Can you help me? Can you give me any teaching aids, any tools, any advice? If you're one of those parents, you've come to exactly the right place. Join us in the School for the New Spirituality. Help us to create a new tomorrow for our children so that their future doesn't have to be like our present time. We can change the world together, you and me, oh yes, and those kids of ours.